COVID-19 – Resources for Tracking Federal Spending. Updated June 17, 2020. Congress has responded to the coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 pandemic with various legislation providing relief to individuals and families, state and local governments, businesses, healthcare providers, and other entities. This CRS Insight provides information on selected sources for tracking COVID-19 relief funding provided through these bills. For general information on resources for tracking federal funds, see CRS Report R44027, Tracking Federal Awards, USAspending.gov and Other Data Sources, by Jennifer Teefey. Consolidated Data on COVID-19 Federal Funding. USAspending.gov. According to an Office of Management and Budget Memorandum, April 10, 2020, there are plans to identify COVID-19-related federal awards linked to specific funding legislation in the Treasury database USAspending.gov, beginning with the June 2020 reporting period. USAspending.gov tracks federal contract and grant awards and other federal spending at the state, congressional district, and local levels. For more information, see CRS in Focus IF 10231, Tracking Federal Awards in States and Congressional Districts using USAspending.gov, by Jennifer Teefey. Pandemic Response Accountability Committee. The Pandemic Response Accountability Committee (PRAC), a new federal entity created by the CARES Act (PL 116-136), one of the funding bills referenced above, is to publish COVID-19 federal assistance, grant, and contract awards data at state and congressional district levels as they become available. The PRAC website is integrated with the Council of Inspectors General on Integrity and Efficiencies (CIGIE's) website, the oversight and coordination body for the Federal Inspector General community. For more information, see CRS Insight Indiana 11343, The Pandemic Response Accountability Committee, Organization and Duties, by Ben Wilhelm. Federal Procurement Data System (FPDS). FPDS, a federal contract awards database maintained by the General Services Administration, includes a report on COVID-19 related contract awards. The following sources may also assist congressional offices with tracking COVID-19 relief funding by type of recipient. State and local governments. Coronavirus Relief Fund (CRF). The CRF provides $150 billion in direct assistance to state, territorial, local, and tribal governments based on population. For more information, see CRS Report R46298, The Coronavirus Relief Fund (CARES Act) Title V, Background and State and Local Allocations, by Grant A. Dreesen. For specific allocations to states, see Table 1. State and local government offices. State and local budget offices may also be resources for information related to COVID-19 spending. Publicly available information may vary widely from one jurisdiction to another. Small businesses. The Small Business Administration (SBA) periodically publishes reports and data on its programs, including data on approved loans for programs supporting disaster assistance and recovery, economic injury disaster loans (EIDL). SBA provides data on the number and amounts of approved EIDL loans by state and publishes separate data on EIDL advances by state known as emergency EIDL grants. Paycheck Protection Program (PPP). SBA provides the total number and amounts of approved PPP loans by state. For information on programs supporting small businesses that are administered from other federal agencies, see CRS Insight Indiana 11301, Small Businesses and COVID-19, Relief and Assistance Resources, by Maria Kreiser. Medium and Large Businesses. Treasury Department. Treasury's Payroll Support Program provides payroll support to passenger air carriers, cargo air carriers, and certain contractors for continuing payment of employee wages, salaries, and benefits. Treasury provides data tables on payments to recipients by city and state. The location provided is the address participants include in their applications and may not include all locations in which a recipient operates. Another Treasury program provides loans to passenger air carriers, cargo air carriers, and businesses critical to national security. As of this report's date, data on these loans have not been made publicly available. Federal Reserve (Fed). The CARES Act makes funds available to the Fed to provide emergency funding, credit, liquidity, and loans to businesses. The Fed announced on April 23, 2020, that it will be disclosing, on a monthly basis, substantial amounts of information on borrowers, loan amounts, and interest rates. For information on these Treasury and Fed-facilitated business assistance programs, see CRS Report R46329, Treasury and Federal Reserve Financial Assistance in Title IV of the CARES Act PL 116-136, coordinated by Andrew P. Scott, and CRS Insight Indiana, 11368, Larger Businesses and COVID-19, Financial Relief and Assistance Resources, by Julie Jennings and Justin Murray. Individuals. Economic impact payments. The CARES Act includes economic impact payments for individuals and families. Treasury and the Internal Revenue Service provide data on these payments by state through periodic news releases. As of this report's date, the latest release was on May 22, 2020. For more information, see CRS Insight Indiana, 11282, COVID-19 and Direct Payments to Individuals, Summary of the 2020 Recovery Rebates, Economic Impact Payments in the CARES Act PL 116-136, by Margot L. Crandall-Hollick. Grant awards on selected federal agency websites. Several agencies provide information on COVID-19 related grant awards. Department of Health and Human Services (HHS). HHS provides details on COVID-19 related grant awards on its website and allows for filtering by state and city. Each award in the table under the heading COVID-19 Award Details for Emergency Supplemental Appropriation Funding is linked to one of the funding bills referenced above. Department of Homeland Security, Federal Emergency Management Agency (FEMA). FEMA announced information in mid-May about obligations to each state, including data on FEMA-coordinated delivery of medical and personal protective equipment. Department of Housing and Urban Development (HUD). HUD provides information on CARES Act funding at the state, county, and city levels for the Community Development Block Program, the Emergency Solutions Grants Program, and the Housing Opportunities for Persons with AIDS Program. Department of Justice (DOJ). DOJ's Office of Justice Programs provides information on awards by state, territory, county, and congressional district. Many of the recent awards have either COVID-19 or coronavirus in the title. Department of Labor (DOL). DOL provides information on approved funding from Disaster Recovery Dislocated Worker Grants, by recipient state agency. DOL's Employment and Training Administration announces workforce-related grant awards via press releases. National Science Foundation (NSF). Search NSF's awards database for the keywords COVID or coronavirus to identify COVID-19 related awards. Filtering by state is also available. Other resources. The Committee for a Responsible Budget's COVID Money Tracker will reportedly feature papers, blogs, spreadsheets, data visualizations, and an interactive database for tracking funds. The Project on Government Oversight (POGO) has announced plans to launch a COVID-19 relief spending tracker. The Rockefeller Institute of Government's COVID-19 State Relief Dashboard is an interactive tool for viewing state allocation data for programs such as CRF and PPP. Federal Funds Information for States (FFIS) is a subscription-only service that attempts to track federal funding to states, including funding from the COVID-19 relief bills. Many state governments subscribe to this resource. Information is limited for non-subscribers.